I'm Jillian Livingston, and I'm the founder of Aspen Business Connect. I have Rabbi Itzhak Vardy with me. Rabbi Itzhak is the founder of the Neshama Center, Aspen. And today is the first day of Passover, and we put this together really quickly. Had a conversation the other day about the importance and significance of this particular Passover. All Passovers are important, but this one is just coming in on a full moon in the middle of a pandemic, and there's so many lessons that we can learn about healing and new beginnings. And so, good morning, Rabbi.
Good morning.
It's so nice to have you on. I feel honored.
I'm going to start with the fun part of the Passover. In the Seder, in the part of the Agada that we read, there is a part that's called Afikoman. We take the middle one of the matzah out, break it to the half. One part we keep, one part we hide. And the kids have to find it. And the other half we keep till they find it. And this is kind of like in the end of the Seder, the Passover. We put those two pieces together. It's mean we complete the Passover. First, the break, separate two pieces. The end, when they find the Afikoman, they put it together. The real meaning of the Afikoman and how it's related to this time, if you find the Afikoman, you're not going to go out of your house. Stay home. Stay home. And that's what we hear for the last 3 months. You find the Afikoman, you have the desire, stay home. Don't go to another Passover Seder. Don't go visit any friend. Stay home. Because everything it's happening like the hour or 2 hours that you do the Seder, observe it now. Don't go rush for something else. There's nothing else. So we hear all the time now, you want to be cured? The cure is stay home. And why Passover we kind of like needed this time, we can look in the Torah, and the Torah gives to Passover 4 names. You can see it through the service or the Seder. There's a lot of number 4. 4 sun, 4 question, 4 glass of wine, 4 name for the holiday. Something going on with 4. You can see the number 4 is the center of this Agada, the meaning of Passover. And what does it mean with number 4? It's again complete. It's a beautiful number that the Egyptian also use this number. When they build the pyramid, it's like 4. There is a power in number 4. So Passover, it's mean pass over, right? We know the story, kind of like go over your house. Children of Israel, what we call them the Israelites, was in the house for a couple of weeks, the same like us. Everybody was in the house, whatever happened, it's outside, was the virus and all the story of the plague that we're going to talk. But Passover, it's mean you're in the house and everything that's happened outside pass over your house. It doesn't touch your house. That's the meaning of Passover. So it's mean for us today, Passover, it's like everybody go to the difficult, hard, complicated, non-comfortable time in your life and pass over, and then you pass over, and in the end of those 49 days, you're coming out. But you have to go through this time. It's specific this time in the year, it's specific this day. You go in this time, and slowly, we can get you out from there. 49 days, it's a lot. 7 weeks, it's exactly 7 weeks. The second name is called the matzot, the order of the matzah. And we all know that it's part of our 7 days just eating matzah. Why we need to eat matzah? What does it mean, matzah? In the story, before they left the home and they went for the journey to the Red Sea, each one of them have to make a matzah. The matzah is only flour, water, right? Nothing in there. The most simple. Just mix it together, wait 18 minutes, only 18 minutes. Some of you know the number in the Kabbalah, or you know the number in Judaism, the symbol. 18 mean life. 18 minutes, you bake it. That's it. If you go over the 18 minutes, it's not kosher, it's not right matzah. What does it mean, the matzah? Is to be simple, to be clear, to be the most who you are. Water and flour, and there is nothing in there, make it beautiful or make it different. Simple. Passover is the time to get back to yourself, who you are. So this is the second name, matzah. The third name you can find is called Chag HaCherut, the freedom. And that's what we want to do. Free ourselves from what's happened to us outside. Free ourselves from this chaos that it's happened there. Free yourself and kind of like come back to the beginning in the beginning. That's what the freedom from the past, and start to see how you're going to create the new beginning in your life. Freedom. And we have 4 names. It's the holiday of the spring. 4 named, 1 holiday, because it's so much happened there. And what does it mean, the spring? It's actually to say thank you for whatever you have, because it's all the new beginning. In the old time, in the time of the Torah, Passover, these holidays used to be the new year, not in September that we celebrate today. In the old time, the 7 months, this is the months, new year, they change it. So this time of your life right now, it's a new beginning. Leave the past and start in the beginning. I want to celebrate today, freedom. I want to celebrate the matzah, to be back to where I used to be, who I am, the real me, the true. You want to have the Passover, stay together with your family in the house and have a faith that everything will be okay. And even it's the most difficult time, you know that you come in rich, this is the bottom, just to come up. What does it mean, Seder? And you probably know Seder, it's mean organized. 3,300 years ago, exactly what we went through today. Stay home. We have to be, because something happened outside. So we already see how we celebrate the same thing that they have. And you have to be on the 40 days on the months. Again, it's the Hebrew months, the ones we celebrate according to the moon. So it's older, it's kind of older. The moon have to be on the 40, full moon, have to be full moon, 40 on the 50. Now the Kabbalah, the mystical says it was not only the moon, it's all the planets, all the stars, everything was in order for us. They give us the energy, the light that we can get out of the freedom. It's not easy to go to freedom after 400 years old that you slave. It's huge, it's a miracle. So everything was in order. That's why we sit in Passover, follow the order. What is the order? 50 different symbol, sign, or ritual in the table that we have to go through. Make sense? As a community, they have to get a lamb and make sure that everybody in the community going to eat from this lamb. So one person can do what it's called shaliach mitzvah. One person can do this for you. Share the lamb from everybody in the community. So the first step, they have to learn to be as a community. Remember, they are slaves. So the last one, maror, is for each one of you. Community, family, maror, it's you. You always have the bitter. Bitter is maror. The bitter in your life, always remember that. Because that can bring you into the good future. You have to learn from the maror, the place that you used to be, and take it with you. Community, family, in your mind. They have no clue what they're going, what's going to happen on the way, what language they're going to speak, who is waiting for them there. Well, where is this country? Where is this promised land? They have no idea. So what they do, they're sitting around the table with the kids and ask questions. The kids ask questions, the family. What we doing in Passover? What is different tonight? Where are we going? Who is going to be our God? What is all this is about? Why the Egyptians have all those virus and we save here? Who is taking care of us? Where is the food going to be for us? We have only matzah and piece of lamb and bitter in my, what is all this is about? This is manishtana. Ask question, learn. The parents have no answer too, but what the answer is about the roots, about who is the family, who is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, where is those Judaism stuff, where we came from. This is the only thing they can teach the kids, and that's what we do in Passover. We talk about ourselves. Each one of us have a story that we can teach our kids. This is who you are, because this is where I'm coming from. The past brings us to the future. Manishtana Laila. What is this different? So tonight again, we're sitting here and we say, what is different tonight? It's not different from 3,300 years ago, but it's different from all this year between. from this year and on, it's going to be different. We have to know it. We have to understand it. We have to accept it. If we're not going to accept it, that's going to be longer and longer. This time is going to be disaster. But if we accept the same thing that they accept, yes, we're going to leave everything behind. We don't know what's going to happen, but we did it. So you can see between those 3,000 years ago and what's happened today, there is so much. We celebrate the same thing. There, the beginning of Passover, there was no religion. They just know that there is something there for them. So to understand what is something there for us, this force, this energy, we have to create the tradition. The tradition helps us to understand who is God. There is not so much meaning when you break a matzah or, what does it mean? Or only if you understand your roots, that what did they live, how did they live, and how it's connected to your life. And in the way that those 49, you start to understand where you're going and what is in the end of those 49. Maybe you can meet God. Maybe, I don't know if we can call it God, we can call it divine, because the end of those 49s, they start from leaving Egypt, we receive the Torah. We just received it. We receive knowledge. And knowledge is not true knowledge. You can understand God. Judaism it's like a water. It's flow all the time. It's like you could compare it a lot of time to water. And you can see in the story here from Passover, right after they left Egypt, the first thing was 7 days. They're walking from Egypt, right? Tonight, they're leaving Egypt. The first thing that they're going to kind of find out and they can see sign from God or miracle was crossing the Red Sea, water. That's the first time that they kind of like understand who is God, kind of like the miracle, that's what God can do for them, together with, but you have to be together with God, is water. Split the water. Beautiful story. The water wouldn't split, or the water were not going to kind of like open for them, only if you make the first step. If you stand in front of the water and you know the Egyptian coming in the back, nobody going to split the water for you. The moment you jump into the water, it's split. So it's mean your religion, your faith, or your tradition, or whatever you do, it's together with God. It's something that connects you all the time. So that's why I'm saying it's never separate. It's different. It's newer. It's renewal all the time. You and divine always there together. Make your first step to the water, I open the water. If you're not, I'm not. It has to be together. God and you, it's like one. It's not like something is there and I'm here. It doesn't work that way. Together we go into the water. Water is a symbol of the beginning of purity. That's why they went, it's like a mikveh. Think about where they went into the Red Sea. It's a mikveh. It's purified yourself. So you touch water at the beginning of the Seder, just touch water, just like a priest that they used to do it in a temple. Why water? Because it say Passover bring you into, it's a new year, into the beginning. They said that if you look in the Bereshit, the first, and the Ruth studied with me so many times, we went into this first chapter. In the beginning, everything was water. There was nothing else. Water. Your body is water. Everything was water. So whatever we do in our tradition is water. So after 49 days that you walk from Egypt all the way to the mountain Sinai to get the Torah, and what it says the Torah, it's stream of water. You get back into the knowledge. Knowledge is water. It's always flow. Your faith has to be flow all the time. If it doesn't flow, if you're stuck, say that's the way I have to be, that's I have to be, you're stuck. You became like no relationship between you and the divine. You kind of like you cover yourself instead of open yourself for the light or whatever is there for you. So water, in the Agada, in your life, whatever it is, it's water. One key give us, it's health. It's a free will for you. Are you taking care of yourself? Health. You take care of yourself. It's a free will. And if you're not taking care of yourself, that's what's maybe happened now. Right? That's what's happened now. Something can happen to you. So water and life is there. It's not for us, but health, taking care of yourself is in your hands. So go back to the story. So they're like there, full moon, they live in Egypt, 7 days. chaos, virus, like 5 different virus and other plague that probably each one of you go on Passover and you're going to go through that. It's like 15 steps. But 10 plagues in there that's terrible, but they are in the nature. They are not coming so much from God. Everything came from the earth, from the air, from the water. It's the nature punished them. Moses just lifted his hands and the nature just came out. That's what's happened to us. This virus or whatever we have, it's a nature that we didn't take care of. Something happened in the nature that returned to us some way. That's what's happened there. 10 plague, 5 of them, it's virus. And they go over it, Passover. They go all the deepest, the black darkness, and they came out. What does it mean, darkness? For us today, darkness is like we talk about no light. It's like maybe where we are now too. It's darkness on your spirit, darkness on your time. But it's not the Egyptian. The Egyptian, if you know, remember that the story about the Egyptian till today, you know, the pyramid. They are the most educated people in the planet. They know stuff that nobody about astrology, about life, how to keep your body. There's so much education, but sometimes when you have so much education, you bring darkness to yourself. Maybe it's the same like us. We have so much technology and education that we forget the connection between us. And that's maybe what's happened there. So what does it mean, darkness there? One of the rabbis explained darkness because how it's possible that the Jewish people live right there in darkness to the Egyptian and light for the Jewish people. They are right the same place. It's kind of like Basol and Aspen. How? Because first we say it was order, is a set, you know, like the planet and the star was just for them. Second, somebody teach about it. He said darkness. It doesn't just mean there is no light in the street because there was no light. It's all candle, and the light came only from heaven. So they said the darkness that they felt, it's kind of like chewy. You know those slime? What the kids play today? It's like a slime. It's something sticky. That was darkness there. The people's kind of like in a mix, stuck in this sticky stuff. It's dark. You can't even walk. There was the darkness that they talk about, one of the plague. It's a little bit different with what we believe, but each one of us can say, what does it mean darkness that time? I want to get this out from this darkness and start my new healing. Start to go to a journey for a good, better place. And that's why it's the 9, and the last one is again about life. Listen when you're doing the 10 plague, it's not only 10 plague and we punish the Egyptian, it has nothing to do with this. They're very deep, each one of them. Blood, it's mean life, right? Blood, it's mean life. The first plague is life. The last plague is life. And you can see each one of them, how it came. And what they have to learn from each plague. We learn from this virus. This virus is here. We learn a lot. We learn how to change our life to something better. I want you to feel that this time it's all about healing. It's going to take you to the place for healing your soul, healing your mind. It's all about healing, Passover. And it's not like 49 days. It's to think about from today. That's where it's not every day bring you to the healing. But it's up to you. You standing right now in front of this Red Sea. If you're not going to do this step, it's not going to happen. You have to believe that you can do it. That's the test that they have on the Red Sea. So this is the part that you start to work. On the first day of the 49, it's kindness and love. It's giving. It's come from the right hands. Right hands is giving. Today we are all about other. Look at this, how it's the same thing. Everything that we do today is to take care of other. Through the years, we don't even think about so many people. We don't think about, I know about myself, people call me and I try to help all the year. And I feel like so amazing that people care about other. Everybody gives today. Something happened. We start to understand by giving, you feel good. There is a teaching about the Hasidut. I'm going to add this one little. It's when you see someone, it's homeless, and you give your hands, right hand. You always have a little bit in your hands, and you give it to his hands shaking hands. But it's not him. It's not like he needs your money. It's for you, that you give, that you feel this feeling, that you give. He's going to be okay, this homeless, in his own way, because that's what he chose to be. But it's from us to give, to take out of your body and really care and think about, I have to give. It's very deep, this story, but it's all about giving. The first thing is giving, because we got this place to live here. Somebody give this place to us. If it's a divine, a nature, but someone, somewhere, this place became our place. It's not us. We have to give it back to someone. They give it to us. We have to take care of this place. Love, kindness, chesed, grace. That's what it's called. The second one is called gvura. It's the left side. So always remember, it's all flow. It flow from the top, going that way, kind of all the way till the bottom. That's where we are. So chesed, kindness, love, we go to gevura. What is gevura? It's a tough one. It's kind of like judgment. How many times we judge other? How many times we think about somebody else that is not what you think? We're judging a lot. So that's second day that you have to think about. You don't want to judge anybody anymore because you really don't know another person. No judgment. But at the same time, remember, judgment, it's also control about yourself. If you control about yourself, then you don't judge other people. In the eyes of the rabbi on the Torah, you are a hero because it's the most difficult part to do. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm controlled myself for just taking care of other things. So control and judgment is the second day. Going to be love, kindness, giving, judgment. Also not giving too much. You have to judge exactly to know. Because sometimes you want to give much. You want to give for your kids. You want to give everything. Education sometimes it's important too. So judgment, control yourself. This is the second one. The third one is beauty. What does it mean, the beauty? Is the light. Again, it's like in the spiritual way, it's the light that you have in you. It's the beauty. You have to make sure that you look good for others. The light that in us, the light that we receive. That's called beauty. So those two together coming into the beauty. Beauty, there is two sides. The side that what you put on you and you want people to think that that's what you look like. And the beauty inside of you, you want it to come out. So people see the inside of you. So it's a both way of beauty. So this is on the third day. On the third day, the end of the 49, that's the day that you got the Torah. It's the 49th day. Torah is a water. It's a flowing water. Life. You got the education. You got what you need. But you have to go to those 49 days.
Yeah.
Healing. The Torah gives you the healing. That's what is about the Torah.
And what's the name of that day? It's the holiday. Shavuot.
Shavuot. It's the 49 days. It's a 7 week. And it's part of Passover all the way to the 50 Shavuot. You receive the Torah. You receive the Torah, then they can continue. Then they can heal. That's the healing. That's the end of the healing. You cannot go tomorrow and say, it's over. It's not done what's happened here. It takes time. And it's not like in one day this virus is going to go away. Because there is so many other going to. So that's the 49 days give you tools to prepare. To receive the Torah, to receive some knowledge. Forget about religions. It's just about knowledge. It's just about educate yourself how I need to live my new life. Because it's going to be a new life for all of us. The fourth one is eternity, or the desire, the power that we have in us that make us to do good things. How many times we say, I can't do this, I don't do it. We don't have enough energy in us. So we need to work on ourselves that, no, we can do everything. It's like nothing can stop us. If we want something, we can get it. And a lot of times this kind of get weak and weak and weak because at the end of the day or whatever, you're doing so much, you get weaker. And that is the netzach, it's called. It's in aura that you have around you. So first you remember that the other one was like in you, now it's the healing around you. Each one of us have a light around us. You know that you have a light around you, and it's called Hamishit, it's odd, it's light. It's the light around you, and that's where you're taking care of that. How are you going to do it? How are you going to, it's above your mind. It's like a part that it's about your kind of like what to go out of your body, out of who you are, and think about it. That what is around me, really what is around me, behind it is not you. So think about when you walk, you really bring light to places. You shine, you bring light to other people when you walk. This is the light around you, the healing. Okay, the sixth one is foundation. It's don't forget who brought you to this life. Don't forget, like your roots. A lot of people say, oh, I have nothing to do with this anymore. No, you're not. You are part of what's happened there. That's why you can be here today. So kind of like remind yourself who you are, what is your foundation, and how to make your foundation a better place. It's like the seventh one is collect all of them together to like one. It's called Malchut. It's like where we are. Really where we are, it's in Malchut. It's present. And many times we don't live in our present. We don't live, it's like right now, what's happened next to us. It's in our life, this moment, we forgot about it. It's like how you make it better on the present. It's called Malchut, kingdom. Again, you remember the top is a crown. The top, the seven that we can reach. Top is the crown, and here is Malchut. The crown and the kingdom. That's where all those seven is around. That's where is all this energy going between. So the seven is kind of collect all this energy to the present, to this moment. And it's mean you need to be a leader for others. If you win all those 49 days, you flow with the Torah, you can't get the Torah, you got the knowledge, share it. Don't keep it to yourself. This knowledge that you make this journey, now you got it, share. If you don't share it, it's stuck again. It's like water. When water doesn't flow, stuck. So learning how to get this knowledge, to give it to others. More that you give, more that you get. You remember, we're giving. Give. It's all about giving to others. Learn about this knowledge, give it, flow. That is all the beginning. The cross the water, you made the first step, you make it all the way here, put it together, be a leader for others. We in the Torah, we say we are the light of the nation. We have to teach. It's all about education. When you do those 49, it's complete. The matzah come together, you find a fikoman, you bring in the past that you have, and you put those two pieces together. Seder is over, you did it. 49 days, you did it, you complete. You can go to the new beginning. You can see it, it's all about one journey, day by day. But it's all up to you. Step into the water, the rest, the divine or whatever is there for us, going to be with us. Find a tree. It's a tradition. It's not a religion. It's a tradition. It's part of what we do. Coming to the tree with the fruit, look into the tree. It's in there, in our sources, in our prayer book. And you say, I'm going to do first the blessing and I explain you. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר שלא חיסר בעולמו דבר וברא בו בריאות טובות ואילנות טובים ליהנות בהם בני אדם. What does it mean? You know that in the Torah they say, we look like a tree. We are like a tree. Watch and learn and listen. So what does it mean? Blessed you are God, God of the universe, that nothing is missing in this world. Everything is in here. It's all already here. Thank you, whatever you give us. You create a beautiful people. You create a beautiful tree. And we need to join from each other. This is all the blessing. This is the blessing you do in the beginning of the spring in Passover. It's only one time in Passover. You go out, you find a beautiful tree, give him the blessing, tell him how beautiful you are. And you make the connection between you and the tree. In every book, anything, you don't have the blessing because we did it here. But the Torah, the knowledge that we have show that we need to appreciate what everything is in here for you. So if you go again in the Jewish mysticism, it's like 15 times you said Dayenu. Each step, remember the step from all the steps that you have in the Seder, it's 15 also. 15 times you said Dayenu. So start with the Dayenu, get rid of her. And then say, thank you, Dayenu, we have enough, we're good, life is good. Love you all. Chag Sameach.
Thank you